Okay, so let me tell you this story. I was staying with a host family in Germany for the first time. It's my first morning, I come downstairs for breakfast, and I try to tell them I'm about to go take a shower. But what I said, well, it horrified them. And it all came down to one tiny missing word.
This is exactly what my host mom said, looking at me with these huge confused eyes. Waschen? Was waschst du? See, I had just said ich wasche, thinking, it meant I'm washing. But to her, it sounded like I was about to start washing the dishes, or maybe the car, right there in the kitchen. I was just completely baffled.
You see, the whole problem was this one little missing word, mich, which just means myself. Without it, the verb waschen points outwards to some other object. But when you add mich, that action reflects right back onto you. That tiny word is the absolute key to understanding German reflexive verbs, and that's what we're going to break down today, so you never make my mistake.
So what even is a reflexive verb? Honestly, it's super simple. It's just a verb where the person doing the action is also the one getting the action. You're doing it to yourself. Think about it. You wash yourself, you shave yourself, you get yourself dressed. The subject and the object, they're the same person. So how do we actually do this in German? Well, just like we use myself or yourself, German has its own set of reflexive pronouns. For ich, I, you use mich. For du, you, it's dich. And here's a little shortcut for you. Sich is a multitasker. It works for he, she, it, and they. Nailing these little words is really the first big step to sounding way more natural. To make sure you totally get this and never find yourself in an awkward breakfast situation, I'm going to let you in on 3 little secrets. These are just some simple rules that are going to unlock how to use these verbs correctly and naturally every single time. All right, let's jump into secret number 1. This is the foundation, and it answers the biggest question people have right away. Once you have this new reflexive pronoun, where on earth do you put it in the sentence? Here's the golden rule for a normal sentence. The reflexive pronoun almost always wants to be right after the verb. And since we know the verb is usually in the second spot in a German sentence, the pronoun just slides right into spot number 3, like ich rasiere mich, I shave myself. See that? Subject, verb, pronoun. It's a really solid pattern.
But, and this is important, watch what happens when you ask a question. The order flips, the verb jumps to the front, then comes the subject, and then our reflexive pronoun. Wäschst du dich? Are you washing yourself? So the pronoun is still following that subject-verb combo, which keeps things nice and logical.
Let's move on to secret number 2. Now that you know where to put the pronoun, which verbs do you actually need to learn? Let's zoom in on the essentials, the ones you're going to use every single day.
Just think about what you do when you wake up. These verbs right here, this is your morning routine toolkit. Sich duschen for showering, sich rasieren for shaving, sich anziehen for getting dressed. Honestly, if you just memorize this small group, you'll suddenly be able to talk about your entire morning in German, and that's a huge confidence boost.
And now for the third and final secret. This is the more advanced trick, but it's the one that's going to take your German from just good to, wow, you sound really natural.
Okay, this slide shows the whole magic trick. On the left, ich wasche mich. I'm washing me. The action lands right on me. But look to the right. Ich wasche mir die Hände. What am I actually washing here? My hands. Die Hände is the direct object. The action is happening to my hands for my benefit. When that happens, when there's another direct object in the sentence, we have to switch that reflexive pronoun from mich to mir. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh great, another grammar case. But wait, I have some really good news. This change from accusative to dative, it only happens for I and you. Mich becomes mir, and dich becomes dir. Everything else, sig, uns, euch, they all stay exactly the same. So you only have to remember 2 little changes. Makes it so much easier.
Okay, let's put it all together now. We're going to walk through a simple morning routine, step by step, using all 3 of the secrets we just covered.
First up, you shower. The action is happening to you and only you. So that's a simple, straightforward, accusative, reflexive verb, ich dusche mich.
Next, same exact logic, you shave yourself. There's no other object involved here. So again, it's just ich rasiere mich. Verb second, pronoun third. See the pattern? It's perfect.
And here it is. This is where secret number 3 kicks in. You're not just brushing yourself. You're brushing a very specific thing, your teeth. Die Zähne is the direct object here. And because you're doing that action for yourself, the pronoun has to switch to the dative. Ich putze mir die Zähne.
And to finish up, you get dressed. This is another one of those standard reflexive verbs where the action is on you. Ich ziehe mich an. Now this verb is also what's called a separable prefix verb, but the rule we learned still holds. The reflexive pronoun mich comes right after the main verb part, ziehe.
So let's just boil it all down one last time. Secret number 1, remember that word order, pronoun right after the verb. Secret number 2, get that small group of daily routine verbs down and you're golden. And secret number 3, just keep an eye out for another direct object. That's your signal to switch from mich to mir.
And there you have it. You are now fully equipped to never confuse washing yourself with washing the dishes. So here's your challenge. Think about your own morning. How would you describe it in German? Try to use at least 2 of the reflexive verbs we went over today. Give it a shot. You've totally got this.